I think I'm live. Hi, everybody. How are you today? Today is Tuesday, July 28th, and we are on day 27. Day 27 of our self-love event. So today is all about vibration. So I'm just going to go into our group and pull it up to see all the memes that I had posted for us today. So I hope that you guys are enjoying these last few days. Let me just see if I can find it. So today, yes, day 27, July 28th, vibration. We are vibration. Everything has a vibration. Another word for vibration is energy. We are energetic beings. So today we're going to talk about protecting your energy and raising the vibe to help you navigate these tough energy times. So I wanted you to look through all of these photos that I had posted. And do you recognize that you are vibration and that you can control it? And there's a lot of good information here on how you can help yourself become a high vibe being. So some of the things, like as an energetic being, we need to ground our energy to Mother Earth. And that means feet flat on the floor. Imagining those big roots growing deep into Mother Earth. Connecting through our crown and imagining that big white light coming in through our crowns and through our bodies. And down through our roots of our feet, down into Mother Earth. Protection of our energy. I ask Archangel Michael to help me, or I visualize shields. You can do a white light shield, or you can do a blue light shield, whatever feels good for you. You can use a gold light shield. So those are some ways of shielding your energy. And so because there's not anybody on live, and I'm so upside down today because my husband is home and we're getting ready to leave, I'm going to leave you guys with your homework for today. Do you recognize yourselves as energetic beings? And do you ground your energy? Do you protect your energy? Do you connect your energy? Do you clear your energy with salt baths at night? Tell me, what do you do to maintain your energy? When you look at these memes, ways to raise your vibration, energy, ways to protect your energy, please share with me, okay, you guys? We're in the last few days. Hang in there with me. And if you are interested, I do have my Empaths and Energy PDF that's available. If you guys want it, please let me know. Hi, Grace. So I'm signing off for now. We're talking all about energy today. And your homework is to read through the memes. Hi, Colleen. Read through the memes, listen to the video, and let's share about what do you do in your world to ground your energy, to maintain your energy, to connect your energy to God. Okay? Hi, girls. So I didn't know if you guys wanted me, now that the two of you are on, I could certainly spend a few minutes talking about empaths and energy, because right now it's really important, you guys, it's really important. With COVID-19, there is a lot of tense energy in the air. And even my beautiful teachers affirmed the other day, hi, Chris, said that, even for those of us that know how to maintain our energy, right now it's really, really interesting times. And that even before I was taught to invite in the angels to help me protect my energy twice a day, sometimes we're having to do it more than that. So yes, as the three of you are on right now, I think that there's three. Hi, Grace. Hi, Colleen. Hi, Chris. Okay, great. So that's what I'm going to do. So this is the empaths and energy that I'd love to share with all of you. So what I want to share is this. Most of us are empathic, and an empath means that we are a sensitive being. I think 99% of us are very, very empathic. Some just don't care. They have a thicker skin and nothing seems to bother them. But for the majority of us, we are empathic. It means that you are always feeling other people's emotions and energy. And so my intention is that this few moments will help you with energy. So you may be an empath if you can feel other people's energy and emotions. When you walk into a room, can you feel when someone's had a fight? Can you feel when the energy is tense? Number 2, you can feel other people's energy sent to you. Very interesting, you guys. When I was so naive in the beginning of my journey because I thought that somehow being in the woo-woo world, things were going to be like magic and it was going to be better, and it's not. The more people know about energy, and there are people that do send you negative energy. It's even like when you have a goal, when you achieve a milestone and you share it with people, and in the Italian world, we call it the evil eye. Negative vibes. Someone sent, maybe hexed you. Now, this is a reality, and you can feel that. Number 3, you've been called sensitive or oversensitive. I remember those days when people used to say to me, "Oh, Juliana, you're so sensitive." Yeah, now I'm a badass empath. Number 4, you can't take violence. Ever since I was a little girl, I can't handle violence. I cannot handle gore. I cannot handle scary, like really scary movies. I cannot handle dark movies. Number 5, you cry easily. I cry at the TELUS commercials. Number 6, you feel the aches and pains of others. This one was really interesting because I didn't recognize that a lot of times, for example, I used to have Flame Seasons tickets, and in the Saddle Dome it held 19,259 people. And I would be in that, one of my happy places back in the day, with all those people, 19,258, and me, 19,259. And I would feel great. And I didn't know about shields in those days. And all of a sudden, my hip would hurt or my chest would hurt. I was an empath, and I was absorbing energy from the people around me. And now I've recognized when it's mine and when it's not. Number 7, are overwhelmed in crowds. And this one, I used to love going to the Saddle Dome. Now, not so much. And with COVID, we don't get that blessing anymore anyways. So it's not like we're going to have to be around crowds a lot. Number 8, you feel the effects of the moons. Sisters, let me tell you, I always know when it's a moon because I don't feel good. I feel cranky. Sometimes I feel super tired. Sometimes I feel mad as heck. It's interesting now that I follow the moon cycles so I can nurture myself. Number 9, you feel better with animals and in nature. I love my little Maxie. He's my love. And I love being outside now and in nature. And number 10, you feel better after crying because it's a release. So this is what an empath is. It's a sensitive person who can feel other people's emotions, who can feel other people's energy sent to you. You don't like violence and you cry easily. So hearing that, you're probably thinking, yeah, being an empath can be quite challenging at times. And yes, it can. Feeling the energies of others is really difficult. And this is why I think that some people numb this gift with drugs, alcohol, food, sex. Many addicts are in fact empathic. Many times when we feel drained and empty, it's because we have absorbed too much energy. And so this is why I love taking care of my energy. Being an empath is a gift, you guys. It's a gift. Being mindful of your energy is imperative. And in order to live and thrive, we must have the courage to acknowledge ourselves as energy, vibration, ground it to the earth, ground your feet deep to the earth. You can do it right now, you guys, feet flat on the floor, and just imagine big roots growing out of your feet. Connected to source through the crown of your head, maintaining your energy by observing, not absorbing, protecting your energy. I like to help myself by asking in Archangel Michael and his shield, and clearing our energy. And ways to clear our energy I will share with you in a few moments. With this gift, we must take responsibility and face the emotions and feelings that we have. Many empaths have a problem speaking their truth and may feel a tightening in their throat area. They don't feel safe using their voice. We must learn to voice our opinions in a healthy way. We must be honest with who we are. Fully expressing ourselves is what is being asked of us by the divine. So now let's talk about the steps I've mentioned above. So number 1, connection to source. Connecting to the God of your understanding. So the way that I do that is I pray and I meditate and I visualize white light coming down into my crown at the top of my head. Good morning, dear Lori. Good morning. I then run that light down through my body into the ground, anchoring me to Mother Earth. I put a hand on my heart and I focus on our breath. On my breath, the breath of life. Breath is our connection to the divine. Not only through our crown, but through our breathing. So how do you guys connect? I know that Lori loves to meditate. I know that Colleen, I know that you love the Salt Cave as well. That's why we love going to Join Vitality and being in that sacred space, because it does help us connect. Good morning, Lori. So number 2, grounding. A very powerful practice is bare feet on the ground. This is also called earthing. The earth has powerful healing and grounding energy. Allow the earth's natural energy to heal you. When you allow your bare skin or feet to connect with the ground, anti-inflammatory and antioxidant electrons flow through your body. This helps clear away the stress and negative energy you have absorbed. So do you guys ground your energy? I know Lori and I also love to ground our energy by connecting with trees, by hugging trees. And like I posted the other day, you need to ask the tree for permission. You cannot just go up to hugging a tree. It's like me coming up to one of you without asking you, can I hug you? And with a tree, what I do is I put myself in front of it and I acknowledge it, just like we would with each other, heart to heart. And I say to the tree, may I please connect with your energy? Will you please clear anything from me and transmute it deep into Mother Earth? And you will hear or feel or know a yes or a no. Sometimes there's been trees that say, back off, lady. Maybe the tree is sick and the tree's doing everything it can to sustain its own network. So I heard a yes, so I went up to it and I put my hand on it and I said, thank you. Thank you, tree. And then I hugged it. And I felt immediately better. It was like, you can ask the tree to take away pain, shame, guilt, anger. It will transmute it and send it deep into Mother Earth so that everything is sent back to love. Good morning, Dolores. Good morning. So that's a really, really important step, is grounding your energy. So now let's go to number 3, maintaining our energy. This means being responsible for the energy you bring to a space. Now, Dr. Jill Bolte Taylor coined that phrase. She's a brilliant, I think, neurosurgeon. that ended up having a stroke, if you can imagine. And when she was in the hospital, and you guys can Google her, Jill Bolte Taylor, just like it sounds, she had a stroke and she was in a coma, couldn't speak. And people would come in and forget that just because she couldn't speak, she could still hear. So she coined the phrase, take responsibility for the energy you bring to a space. Remember, we're all sentient beings, and at our core, we all want to know we matter, that we're loved. So once I learned that, and Oprah also had her on the show, and so now I'm sure most of you have heard that statement already, be responsible for the energy that you bring to a space. So you can do this by taking responsibility of your thoughts, actions, deeds, and words. Once I learned this, it has really changed my life. I learned that I'm only responsible for my energy, not my parents, not my siblings, not my husband, not my kid. Me. My energy. How am I today? Am I choosing happy? Am I choosing sad? Am I choosing miserable? No, I'm choosing happy today. What I recognized is we can't change, fix, or make someone else better. And what I learned through SDJ, we don't even have a right for that. Someone else needs to want to do it. We cannot heal anybody else. They need to do the healing. We might be able to help facilitate the healing, but they're the ones that do it with God. So I was taught this simple statement: observe, don't absorb. Your responsibility is to honor your own mind, body, and spirit. This is how you are of greatest service to the world. It is simply, you guys, about being you. Beautiful you. God makes no mistakes. Each of you is important to the whole story that we call life. Loving others unconditionally and helping by being neutral and supporting but not making others' problems yours. You still care, but you're not fixing. Man, I was a fixer. Hi, Lynn. Good morning, sister. I thought that it was my job, being the oldest, that it was my job to fix, to make things better, that somehow I was responsible for everybody else's happiness in my family. When I remember one day when my mom said to me, what made you think that it's your job to make anybody happy? At first I was a little pissed off. I was like, what do you mean? I've been thrown into this mothering role. I thought it was my job. I thought wrong. That's okay, honey. Better late than never. So, it's not our job to fix anybody. You still care, but you're not fixing. When you observe others' energy, you become the witness to others' life experiences. When you are observing, you are supporting from an empowered place. You're not the victim. It's like I can live in, for example, if my friend right now who's walking through a divorce is miserable and wants my support, or even with clients, it's like if somebody calls me and we have a session and they're sharing whatever's going on in their world, I can be the observer. I don't need to absorb all that energy, take it on, feel it in my body like I used to when I was a young girl. And even in my yearbook, I think I was called the social worker because people would come to me and I would allow it. And they would share with me their thoughts, feelings, emotions, their dirt, their pain, their suffering. And I would suck it all in like that sponge that I was. And then they would leave feeling wonderful. Oh, Julie, you're so great. I love you so much. Yeah. And then I would feel like shit. That's not what we're meant to do. We're meant to hold space, to honor another where they're at, to hear their story. Sometimes that's all that we need to do. And even now, if you were to have a conversation with my mom, a lot of times when I share what I'm walking through with my kid, because right now it mostly is with the kid, I say to her, Mom, you don't need to fix anything, change it, make it better. I just need you to hear me. And I have become a way better listener. When you observe others, you become the witness to others' life experiences. Yes, you do. And you're only responsible for your own energetic space. When you are absorbing energy, a lot of drama can occur. And most times it comes from fear. It does. It comes from fear, comes from lack, comes from jealousy, comes from envy. All low-level vibrations, you guys. When you are feeling any of that, means that you're counting someone else's blessings rather than your own. And yeah, I'm guilty of that too. We're all human. I ask help to maintain my energy from Archangel Michael and Goddess Artemis. And so, let me see, I thought I posted or have a picture. Let me see if I have it. Most of you know, though, I don't have it here. I thought I did. Oh, let me see. Maybe I do. No, I don't have the pictures, but you guys know how good friends I am with Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is the archangel of protection, security, guidance, and strength. And his name means he who is like God, and he is. He helps with protection, direction, self-esteem, motivation, courage, commitment, faith, energy, vitality, life's purpose, and releasing fear. His color is brilliant blue, and the gem to connect to his energy is the lapis lazuli. And to invoke him, all I say is, Dear Archangel Michael, I invite you into my life, into my heart, into my home. Amen, and so it is. He carries a shield and a sword. And when you need shielding, ask him to shield you. It really is that easy. And in my goddess world, Goddess Artemis is the Greek goddess of protection. She carries a bow and arrow to protect herself and loved ones. She is a warrior inside and out. She defends those she loves. You can call upon her when you need her to protect you in a space where there's lots of other people. The crystal to connect to her energy is the Arrowhead Black Obsidian. So I will post pictures of Michael and Artemis so that you can connect to their energy if you feel guided, and ask them for help. Because the truth is, you guys, we must ask. They will help us. They will help us. But we must ask. Okay? So now let's go on just a few more moments, you guys, maintaining our energy, because this is important work. To go through life using all of these steps will help you feel better each day. So maintaining our energy means being responsible for the energy you bring. Oh, we already went through that. I'm so sorry, you guys. I lost my way for a moment. So that was maintaining. Now we're going on to protection. In order to protect your energy, you have to be aware of it. And the best form of protection is being connected to source and being grounded. So each day, connecting through your crown, just imagining that beautiful light coming in through your crown and running that light through your entire body, down through your body, through your limbs, out through your feet, and imagining those big, big roots growing down deep into Mother Earth. And then bringing all that beautiful light energy from Mother Earth back in through the feet, through the limbs, up through the root chakra, the sacral, your solar, through your heart. And then let it just beat out. Remember the heart's energy, you guys. I can't remember how many meters ahead of us it goes. And that's what you want. Because when your heart energy and your solar energy actually is firmly, really turned on, that's when you're attracting to you love, ideas, all kinds of experiences, okay? So these are the ways that I love to shield my aura. The human aura surrounds the physical body and is oval in shape. So when you see a body, let me just show you. So here's the body. I'm just going to draw my little stick figure. So there is the aura around the body. I'm not a very good drawer, you guys. And what you do is you picture that color around you. You can imagine in the early days, I would imagine like an egg, that I was stepping into an egg. I'll never forget Wendy, my beautiful friend Wendy Hamilton, was a part of my healing team in the early days, 2012, 2013. And she taught me to put on a cloak, like a little Red Riding Hood cloak. And she said, just put it on. Imagine yourself in that cloak. What color was the cloak depended on the days. In those days, of course, I wanted a rainbow color because I wanted everything, protection, healing, love, everything. And then on days where it felt really bad, I would put up the hood. So that's one good way of doing it. White light is divine light of the Creator. Blue light is protection, like with Michael. Green is healing. If you know Archangel Raphael, you can invite him in. Yellow, golden light. A lot of times, also in the early days, I would imagine Jesus, like when I was a little girl in church, and with his hands and all the light that would emanate from his hands. And I would just visualize myself in that golden light of protection. Then I learned pink. You could surround yourself. I remember Erica Boersma always saying, sending you pink blankies of love, Juliana. And I still hold that to my heart. Pink blankies of love. Doesn't that feel nurturing? Purple. Boy, I learned purple. Forgiveness. Often on crosses with Jesus, because Jesus is also a symbol of forgiveness, but so is Archangel Zadkiel. So with me, you know, and please forgive me if you're not a Jesus girl, that's okay. This is not religious. This is just sharing my story. You can ask an Archangel Zadkiel who will help you with purple shields of protection, but also to help in your forgiveness work. And of course, a rainbow shield means that all of the above. Some people like to use crystals. Interesting because Herkimer diamond is for protection. Tourmaline, I have a tourmaline here. It helps absorb energy, so I have it on my desk. Rose quartz helps with love. I have a rose shape or a heart shape rose quartz here. Of course, selenite, beautiful selenite helps us. Now, today, very interesting in that Jenya at Joy and Vitality has salt licks, and I have one behind me, a white one. I don't know if you guys can see, but I have it there on my altar behind me. Salt helps absorb energy as well. And that's why the salt cave in the salt room is so powerful. She has salt licks for sale today. Buy one, get one free. I may have to send the kid or ask her if I can get one next week with the deal, because I'm going out of town tomorrow and I've got appointments all day. But anyways, you guys, Join Vitality, you can get the salt licks. Buy one, get one free. And of course, you know, if you want, you can buy, like I have the big Mamacita selenite here. I have a ball of selenite here. I have a purse size one. So you can buy all of these at Joy and Vitality and help by, you know, maybe putting them in a little baggie. I have a bag in my purse with different crystals in it. And you can, you know, maybe buy a few and put them in your purse and help you. Jenya gave me one. It's black. Oh my God, it's not obsidian. It's another one, you guys. I know that's obsidian. Anyways, I can't remember what it is right now. Lori, can you remember? Not only obsidian, tourmaline, and there's another one too. Anyways, those two I know for sure, you guys. Obsidian and tourmaline help. And selenite is a good one to have in the house because it helps clear all energy. Now, interesting, The other day, I don't know if any of you know my friend Tara Jack, the amazing creator of jewelry. She had a question on her page the other day. I'm not sure, Lynn. It might be. I'm still learning, you guys, so please forgive me. It might be black onyx. Yes, it might be. If Jenya listens, maybe she can fill us in because she's the crystal girl. I'm learning about crystals. I was saying that Tara had a question. What were the 2 crystals that don't absorb negative energy? And they are, you guys, citrine and blue kyanite. Now, I don't know if I have my blue kyanite here. I don't know, you guys, but I don't know, and I'm not going to waste your time. But anyways, citrine and blue kyanite are the only crystals that don't absorb any energy. Remember, selenite absorbs and clears. So a lot of people guess that, but they're wrong because it absorbs and clears. Okay? But citrine and blue kyanite don't absorb negativity. So you don't have to clear them. And speaking of clearing, let's talk a few moments about clearing energy. And these are some of the most effective techniques I've learned. And that's why tomorrow, you guys, I'm away. We're leaving early in the morning, hopefully at dawn, because we have a long road from here to Oliver. And so tomorrow, you guys, I'm giving you a heads up, is all about unplugging. But I don't want you to unplug all day. I want you to come on 7 a.m., check the post, and then I really want you to unplug for the day as much as you can, and to set times maybe to check your email and to check Facebook. But I know how good it feels. And because I'll be going through the mountains for a lot of the time, I will be unplugged, but I will check in somewhere where we have Wi-Fi, mostly later. Once we're through the mountains and in the Okanagan, I will come on and do a little live and ask you guys how you're doing. So number 1 is absolutely unplugging. Okay? Unplugging from the world in a safe way. Unplugging. Do you ever notice how sometimes when, because I do, when you're scrolling, and all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, I'm feeling like I want to bang my head against a wall. It's because you've absorbed all that energy off Facebook. Drama, negativity, hatred, politics. Oh my God. Some days, it's what we need, you guys. Unplugging from social media. Also, unplugging and cutting, well, in the old days, we called it cutting energetic cords of fear. Now I ask Archangel Michael to help me. And with a selenite, I say, I'm just clearing away any cords of fear, because it's really important. All of us create cords to each other, even in this group. We're a group, so we're connecting each other with cords of energy. It's not bad. It's just there's some people that you might have allowed to absorb energy. Like I was saying to you before, how I was like, and I'll never forget, I'm going to tell you guys a funny story. In 2012, I went to the first Body, Soul, Spirit Expo. I was brand new to the woo-woo world. I was feeling the call of the divine. And Paulo Jr. and I went to the Big Four, to the Body, Soul, Spirit Expo. And Polly wanted to have an aura picture done. And we went up to a booth. And it was with Gloria Bieber, an amazing teacher that's been on my path. And I remember Polly wanted to go first, so we sat, and she, you know, you hook yourself up to the machine, I think, with your hand. Anyways, as I was standing there, she stood next to me and she says to me, "Oh, honey, you're sucking all my shit." And I looked at her like, WTF? What are you talking about? I said, what does that even mean? She said, "Oh, I need to teach you about cords." Like, I was like, what do you mean? That's when I heard I'm an empath. That was the very first time I had heard that terminology, that I was an empath. And I said, if I'm sucking your shit, please teach me how not to do that. I was healing from the cancer. 2012, you guys, I was still brand new on this healing journey. And so unplugging from social media, from what is going on in our world. Cutting energetic cords of fear, or clearing them away, is what I like to say now. To clear them away. Cutting is quite savage at times, and a lot of us in this field no longer use that terminology, although I wrote it in my PDF because that's what people understand. But please know, it does not need to be as severe. In the old days, we were taught to imagine cutting yourself from a person. I like to, and right now I'm feeling it in my side because there is somebody I need to unplug from. So what I do is I imagine a plug from me to the person that I need to unplug. And I call in Archangel Michael and I call in Archangel Raphael and I say, Michael, please help me unplug this cord of fear, this cord of pain, whatever it is, from me and XYZ, and from them as well. And then please, dear Archangel Raphael, and I'm also hearing, don't forget Archangel Chamuel, because Archangel Raphael will heal it up, the wound where you're pulling out the cord, and Archangel Chamuel needs to send love to you and the other person. So if you ever need an energetic cord detachment, please let me know. We can do that. The cord of love can never be cut, ever. These are also called etheric cords. They are present always and even after relationships are over. So, my advice is this. In my angel work with Cindy Smith, I've had so many beautiful teachers and I love to shout out to them when it's appropriate. She taught me to do this cord removal, cord detaching at night, to cleanse my energy in the tub in a salt bath, and we'll get to that in a moment. But then when you're laying in bed, to do a body scan, and you'll feel where there's somebody, maybe it's a boss, maybe it's your kid, maybe it's your husband, and you'll feel like a lot of them right now I'm feeling in my heart because I'm feeling a bit of pain. Nothing bad, you guys, just I'm an empath, so I can feel where I need to detach. And so before I go to my appointments, I'm going to have a shower, clear my energy. I'm going to ask, even though it's in the daytime, I'm just going to ask to clear it up. But tonight when I'm in bed, I will ask for the unplugging. Because if you feel dizzy or you might feel nauseous or you just might need some support, it's really good to be laying in bed. Okay? Before falling asleep, you can ask your guardian angels and Archangel Michael in to help maintain your energy, protect your energy while you sleep, okay? Now, let's see. I think we're almost, that was at clearing. So also with clearing, you guys, is to release negative thoughts. Because a lot of times these negative thoughts are creating things. I'm sure sometimes you guys might have heard me share about negative thought forms. Remember, our thoughts create our reality. So if we're thinking negative all the time, we're in lack, we're in pain, we're in shame, we're in guilt. That's what we're going to experience in our life. And so in order to change our thoughts, we need to shift the negative to positive. And we do that through the power of affirmations. And a lot of times before we're going down into meditation, you know, this is why the great meditation teachers say, just allow the thoughts. Allow them to come and go. Let them be visitors. And then say, ego, buzz off. Okay? You might want to balance your chakras through a Reiki treatment. Chakras are your power centers in your body, and these are the chakras. Again, I will be gifting you guys all this PDF so that you can have it to read through when you at your leisure. Creating a sacred space, and a sacred space is anywhere in your home that you can be alone. It could also be like joy and vitality. That's a sacred space. Add beautiful objects to your space. Like I'm surrounded right now. I have my crystals in a crystal bowl, and I have my baby salt lamp on, and I have my crystals that I showed you, selenite, and you know, I have my oils in my cup here. So surround yourself with things that you love. Smudging yourself and your environment. Smudge with sage, cedar, Palo Santo. Smudging helps clear negative energies from our auras in space. Quite often, well, if you've ever been to any of my events, sometimes I've smudged us in, and sometimes it can be a spray. I don't know if I have one on my desk. Oh, I might. A spray like this. This one's a sacred smudge. Oh, it's empty. But you can just spray yourself or your space with sacred smudges. If you don't like the smoke, that's when the liquid ones are really nice. Going out in nature, you guys, connecting with water, animals, flowers, trees, again, like I was mentioning earlier, hugging a tree, listening to the birds, smelling the flowers, journaling out, like with the class that I taught early on. You can doodle and draw to express your thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Crying is a good release. Sea salt baths. Now, or Himalayan salt baths, Epsom salt baths. Salt cleanses and purifies our aura and physical body. So that's a really beautiful way. Do yoga, Tai Chi, or other forms of energy movement. So use the technique that feels best for you and change it up from time to time. Do any of you ever do any of these powerful practices? Lynn, you're going to be unplugged for 4 days. Beautiful. Beautiful. Use that time to fill up. So prayers and affirmations. And I wanted to close today with a beautiful prayer to the angels from my heart to all of you. Of course, you can post below if you have any questions on anything that we've shared today, any concerns, any support that you need. I am taking the majority of August off, but if any of you want to have a private session in the salt room, angel card reading with an energy cord, we call it change. Cindy calls it change. I say release, unplug. I can meet you there, okay? So here's a prayer for all of you to guide you on your day. Dear angels and all beings of love and light, we ask you to protect us now. Teach us to see through the eyes of love always and in all ways. Help us in our prayers to have an open heart. Fill us with peace so that we may respect and be kind to everything, everywhere, for we are all connected to each other. One family created by love and light. May we always remember to share that love with others, as each of us seeks it and needs it as much as the air we breathe. Amen. And so it is. I hope that you guys, I know that the first time I taught this, it seemed a little dry, but it's really important. It's actually super imperative to learn this and to really make sure that you are connecting each day to the God of your understanding, that you are grounding to Mother Earth, that you're protecting your energy, that you're maintaining your energy, and mostly that you are clearing your energy, because what I recognize now, being this empath my whole life, and this is not in judgment, this is sharing my story, that I absorbed a lot of shit that wasn't mine, that never was mine. I carried a lot of shame and guilt for things that I never did. That I am not my parents. I am not my siblings. I am me. That I am divine, I am important, I am enough, and I matter. And so do you. And until I got the cancer, that horrid cancer, that I did not know my value, that I carried so much stuff that was not mine. And now that I know better, I endeavor each day to do better. Do I always do better? No way, you guys, because we're human. But that through the power of the divine and in our connection to that source. In recognizing ourselves as energetic beings that have the power within us to heal our lives, to choose positive thoughts, to see ourselves as the beautiful beings that we are. That, yeah, we have to do a little bit of work to maintain our energy while we're here. To observe, not absorb. To react or to respond rather than react. I was a fucking mess when I got the cancer. It doesn't mean that the road has been paved with marshmallows, because it hasn't. There's been days where it takes every ounce of my being, to maintain my energy, because that ego comes up. But you can tell it to get lost. You can use these tips and tools and techniques and beautiful places that we have on this planet to heal. If you don't have a salt room where you are, or a salt cave where you are, going to the ocean, going to a body of water, going out and sitting on your deck and watching the butterflies flutter by. Listening. Right now I can hear the birds chirping. Feel the wind on your face. Feel the heat of the sun. Look at the amazingness, the color of the blue sky. All of the shades of green in the trees. We might all be missing traveling to exotic places. Right now, God's asking us to look in our own backyards, to enjoy where we live, to bloom where we're planted, to recognize that community builds immunity. Community. Seek out communities to help you with your energy. Seek out places that help uplift your energy, not places that suck you dry. No more sucking. I said not one more freaking time. And I can help you. I want to thank you for hanging out with me for these 27 days. Only 3 left. Tomorrow, take some time to unplug. And just notice, how do you feel? Do you feel better? Do you feel a little bit happier, lighter? Are you actually living your life rather than living in this Facebook that really is fake? There's moments of real, but most of it is fake. People who don't really care. And what I recognized was I needed to let go of so many that don't, and instead surround myself with people that do. People that clap when you have a win. People that cry with you when you have a loss. People that love you regardless of your flaws. We are all co-creators under God, Creator, Source, Universe. And this day is a gift. And I appreciate every single one of you that's on live, and those that will watch the replay, and those that trusted me this long. It's been a gift. So with that, I'm going to end for now. Happy unplugging. I will be looking at comments though, because I allowed Polly to get a little bit of Wi-Fi in the car, but it's interesting how fast you blow through that. And it's got to last us for my lives so that I can do lives when I'm in BC for our last few days. We end Friday, you guys. Today's Tuesday already. I'm going to miss this. Many blessings to each of you. I love you. Bye.